Well, in 1993, when we started the Avenue of the Arts, Broad Street was essentially dead. But Ed decided to revitalize this idea that had been called the Avenue of the Arts, that had been proposed in the 70s to try to go up and down Broad Street and make it a lively area for arts and entertainment.
So when Mayor Rendell became mayor, and he was thinking about the Avenue of the Arts, and he wanted to create a anchor keystone project, there was only one person he could call, and that was Bill Rouse. Sometimes when people think about this project, you can think that it really all started on a napkin. There are two napkin stories. The one napkin story is that when Ed Rendell became mayor, there was a project laying around about an Avenue of the Arts. Then he took a napkin and he said, well, so they're going to do all this stuff on South Broad, and then there's South Street, and then we have the waterfront, and then we have the convention center. Well, it's like a loop. We'll call it the entertainment loop, the hospitality loop. And so he had this concept of bringing it all together, all these disparate ideas.
If you knew Bill, you knew that he felt Philadelphia was the greatest city in the world. People, the greatest care, the greatest communities, and the greatest edifices.
Bill Rouse's legacy was transforming the landscape of Philadelphia. It was Bill who had the vision and the determination to raise the height of our skyline above Billy Penn's hat, and that was the beginning of it all.
So he had, in 1987, led the bicentennial effort to celebrate the Constitution. And then he moseyed from that into building the Pennsylvania Convention Center.
Liberty Place, the Stock Exchange.
And he later in his career envisioned what is now Comcast Center. So he basically created the bookends of what we call Philadelphia's skyline.
Certainly the KIMMEL Center for the Performing Arts is at the heart of that legacy.
The other napkin is the napkin about this building. And the thought is that there's this arc, and inside of it are two jewel boxes. The Perlman and the Verizon halls. So two jewel boxes inside of a glass vault. That was on a different napkin. The orchestra needed a new home, our beloved Philadelphia Orchestra. There was a thought that we had a bunch of other performing arts groups that had no home. The ballet didn't have a home, the chamber music group didn't have a home. Where were they all going to reside?
That's what this building was all about. It was to give these 8 performing arts companies a place to call home, a venue where they could create, rehearse, and perform. This was their home and continues to be.
Our cultural campus beautifully embraces 3 amazing facilities: the KIMMEL Center for the Performing Arts, the Academy of Music, and the Miriam Theater. And when you add all that together, you get 9,000 seats a night. And when you take the fact that we have over 1 million tickets sold on this campus per year, you take that per capita, it makes us the 2nd most impactful performing arts center in the country. We are really embracing kids and their families with our educational programs. None of this would have been possible. We would not be standing here today if it was not for Bill Rouse. And so the KIMMEL Center, with its comprehensive campaign, is raising $10 million in order to create and establish the Bill Rouse Fund. And with this, we will be able to enhance and improve these wonderful facilities that exist because of Bill. On top of that, we are renaming the Broad Street entrance the Rouse entrance, and it'll be our way of having Bill really welcome everyone who comes through our doors.